AITAH for finally standing up to my controlling brothers after years of enabling their behavior? I, a 24F, come from a traditional family where my brothers, Sam, 28M, and Daniel, 30M, fake names, have always had the upper hand in everything, while I was expected to be quiet and obedient. For as long as I can remember, they've treated me as if I were incapable of making my own decisions, constantly controlling every aspect of my life. They have always been the golden boys, in the eyes of our parents, and it never mattered how unfair they were, I was always told to just listen to them because they know best. Growing up, my parents, Dad, 60M, and Mom, 58F, were pretty hands-off with Sam and Daniel, allowing them to make decisions for the entire family, but when it came to me, I wasn't allowed the same freedom. My life was micromanaged. For example, Sam decided what college I would go to because, according to him, I wasn't ready to live far away from family. Daniel always made sure to control who I could or couldn't date, even though neither of them has ever been remotely polite or respectful to my boyfriends. Whenever I tried to bring this up, I was told I was overreacting or being too sensitive. They often used phrases like, "We're just trying to protect you," or "You don't know what's good for you yet." Over time, I became a pushover, just doing what they said to avoid the drama and stress of arguing. I was the good girl in the family, the one who never complained and never fought back. But that all changed recently. A couple of weeks ago, we had a family gathering at our parents' house. Everyone was there, my brothers, their wives, my parents, and a few extended family members. The gathering was supposed to be a celebration, but it quickly turned sour when Sam and Daniel started planning my life again, this time about a potential job offer I had received. I recently got offered an amazing position in another city. It's a great opportunity for growth, both personally and professionally, and something I've been working towards for years. I was so excited to tell my family, thinking maybe, just this once, they'd be happy for me. But instead of being supportive, my brothers immediately jumped in with comments like, "That's too far from home, and you'll never make it in that city without our help." Then, they both made it clear that I should decline the offer because family comes first, and we need you here to help Mom and Dad. This was especially ironic because neither of them had ever really stepped up to take care of our parents when needed, it was always me who ended up running errands or managing their appointments. When I voiced my interest in moving and starting this new chapter of my life, Sam laughed and said, "Oh, come on, you wouldn't last a month on your own." Daniel chimed in, "We're doing this for your own good. You need us." That's when something in me snapped. I stood up from the dinner table and for the first time in my life, I told them no. I told them I was tired of being treated like a child, tired of being pushed around, and tired of them always controlling my life. I said I was going to take the job and move to the new city, and they had no say in it. I could see the shock on everyone's faces, my parents looked horrified, and my brothers looked like I had committed some unspeakable sin by standing up for myself. What followed was an immediate backlash. My mom started crying, saying that I was being selfish and abandoning the family. My dad said I was overreacting and that Sam and Daniel only want the best for me. My brothers, of course, were furious and accused me of being ungrateful for all the guidance they've given me over the years. They even started guilt-tripping me by saying that I'd be leaving my parents alone when they're getting older and need more support. The worst part was that they started gaslighting me, making me question whether I was really being unreasonable. My mom kept repeating that I had always been the good daughter, who never caused problems, and now I was suddenly turning my back on the family. Sam and Daniel doubled down, insisting that I wasn't ready to make such a big decision and that I'd regret it if I went through with it. I feel like I'm being manipulated into giving up this opportunity just to keep the peace in the family. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder if I'm wrong for standing up for myself after years of being the obedient, quiet sister. My brothers and parents are all acting like I'm the one causing the problem, but isn't it fair that I finally want to make my own choices? It feels like no matter what I do, I'll be the villain in their eyes now. So, AITAH for standing up to my controlling brothers and finally putting myself first, even though it's caused this much conflict with my family?